What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Season 6 recap. We're going to start by going into the stats from the season, take a look at how everybody did, go over sort of what happened over the season, that type of thing, and then move on into players leaving and guys that are going to need to step up in their place. So let's go ahead and get started with the season stats. So Micah Fawanuku, our starting quarterback, able to improve in a lot of areas in his sophomore season. Obviously winning the Heisman Trophy was huge, the Maxwell and the Walter Camp. He ended up throwing for almost 1,000 more yards than he did last season. Had about 60 more attempts as well. And then increased his completion percentage by almost 5%. So really huge improvement there. Got 9 or 11 more touchdowns than he did last season. Threw a few more interceptions, but like I said, he threw a lot more passes this season. So running the ball also doubled up on last season. Ended up running for 1,400 yards, 21 touchdowns, and ended up losing 13 fumbles, I believe, on the season. So not great there, but he does have a low carrying rating. So hard not to run with him with the speed that he has, but he definitely is prone to fumbling the football. But he had a great season running and passing the ball. And while he was our leading rusher on the season, Allen Samuel Jr. was right behind him with 1,174 yards, 16 touchdowns, and a great season for him as well. It is an improvement over his last season. He definitely had more in his freshman year, but that was just due to the fact that we were running a more option-heavy offense, that type of thing. But he's been pretty consistent with rushing touchdowns, 16, 15, 16 in his 3 seasons on our team, and just really pleased with how he's been. Gerard Cole was our leading receiver in terms of receptions and yardage with 71 catches, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, and Miles Ray ended up with 17 receiving touchdowns on the season. Justin Brooks, hard to overlook him as well, another 1,000-yard receiver with 10 touchdowns, and Brian Miller, always doing his part. He almost had 1,000 yards as well. So 4 great receivers there with these 4 guys. So on defense, Taven Lebowitz led the team with 115 tackles. And let's see here. He had 11 sacks. Who led the team in sacks? Colton Barton with 29. Deshaun Okocha had a huge season with 8 interceptions. Kaba, Salico, and Hare Griffin all had 2 as well. And then I don't think... let's see, Deshaun Okocha had that 99-yard interception return. I don't think they show you any defensive touchdowns on here. Did we get any safeties this season? I don't think so. Yeah, we've got a lot of guys on defense that are going to be leaving, which is really unfortunate, but hopefully we have a lot of good guys to step in behind them. Adam Wales was perfect on the season, kicking 19 of 19 with a 60-yarder being his longest one, perfect on extra points. Can't ask much more than that from your kicker. And Damian Kaba, after losing the kick return job last season, ended up bouncing back, getting 1 touchdown on the kick returns and 3 punt returns for touchdowns on the season. So just an outstanding season for him returning kicks. So in terms of players leaving on offense, we're not really going to be hit that hard. Nick Harvickson has been our backup quarterback for a few years now. He's been solid. But unfortunately, he's going to be graduating. In terms of running backs, Allen Samuel and Benny Faison are both juniors. I don't know at this point how many of these juniors are going to be trying to declare for the draft. But those guys hopefully will be staying. Gerard Cole was our leading receiver. He's only a true sophomore, so he's going to be around for a while. Justin Brooks and Miles Ray both are going to be graduating. Brian Miller, a junior, hopefully he'll be sticking around for his senior year. And that's pretty much it in terms of the offense. There may be some linemen as well that are going to be graduating. But on defense, that's where we're going to get hit pretty hard. Taven Lebowitz graduating, our leading tackler. We're going to be losing, Colton Barton graduating, Deshaun Okocha, Chris Hare Griffin, Damian Kaba, Ben Sills, and Sean Heflin are both going to be graduating. Brian Dixon on the other defensive end graduating. Pretty much, I would say at least half of our starters on defense are graduating, if not more. Dexter Claiborne, another defensive end, he's going to be graduating. Yeah, so we're losing a lot of guys on defense. But offensively, we should stay, relatively similar to what you've seen the past couple of seasons. So that's it for the stats and the season overview. Coming off of our 5th straight national championship, we're going to go for 6 moving forward. We're going to be going into the top 10 plays of season number 6, and then stay tuned later this afternoon for the season 6 off-season video, and then we'll get rolling with season 6 after that. So let's go ahead and jump into the top 10 plays here from season number 6. At number 10, taking on Oklahoma in the regular season, handoff to Allen Samuel, who makes a man miss, breaks another tackle, gets into the end zone to extend our lead to 8 points early in the second half. We would end up going on to win that one with a game-winning field goal. Playing against Georgia in the SEC Championship on number 9, Fauanuku on the run makes a deep pass to Justin Brooks, who makes a man look silly and gets into the end zone for a 61-yard touchdown. That was one of my favorites of the whole series. At number 8, against Ole Miss, huge lead in this one, but Damian Cabo looking to juke out 4 guys and ends up doing so. Takes it back outside and returns this punt all the way to the end zone for 82 yards on the return. At number 7, against Notre Dame in the rain, second down and 7 for them. They had just gotten an interception, only down by 2 touchdowns in this third quarter. But Chris Hare Griffin going to get the pick 6, and that was just enough to give us the momentum and allow us to close out that game with a win. Against Ohio State in the national championship, big time run from Allen Samuel Jr., taking it on the option handoff for 57 yards, putting us up 28-3, and we never looked back in that one. Against Texas, final game of the regular season, down by 4, we're struggling early, but this fumble and scoop and score by Colton Barton got our offense fired up and allowed us to start putting some more points on the board. At number 4, taking on Mississippi State in the regular season with a big lead, Micah Fauanuku breaking a tackle, breaking another one, and then breaking free. Down the right side of the field, he has the speed to take it all the way to the house. What a play by the Heisman winner. 80-yard touchdown run, that probably had a little bit to do with him winning the trophy. At number 3, against Alabama in overtime, Allen Samuel Jr. takes it on the very first play all the way to the house. That would end up being the game winner after our defense gets this big stop in overtime. At number 2, taking on USC, Micah Fauanuku out of the game, but Nick Harvickson, down by 4 late in the fourth, completes the pass over the middle to Jeremy Smith for the touchdown. That would end up being the game winner, final score 23-20. And the number 1 play of season 6 against Oklahoma in the playoff semifinals, interception in the end zone for Deshaun Okocha. He's got the speed and he takes it all the way downfield for the 99-yard interception return. And that was enough to boost our team, gives us the momentum, and allows us to get the win. So that's going to do it for the Season 6 recap. If you haven't already, guys, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the series and everything. I really appreciate all the support. And we'll see you guys later on today for the preseason leading into Season 7.